welcome you here to the Sheep River Library. It's a wonderful addition to our community, and we have something here for everybody. We've always been on that section of Highway 22 and the Cowboy Trail. It's an intermunicipal library. Both towns run the library. In 2010, got funding from the government to do the building. The town of Turner Valley gave the land that they had for its space, so the library then moved from its location in Black Diamond to Turner Valley. We have this beautiful now 10,000 square foot facility where we have expanded the collection by about 5,000 items since we moved. We have 4 programming spaces. We have a specially dedicated children's area for magazines. We have a fireplace area for reading. We have so much more than books too. We have DVDs and CDs, 8 computers for community use as well as study carrels. We have Wi-Fi in the library for people to connect to. The vision statement of the Sheep River Library is connecting communities to a world of knowledge. So what we are is this very small focal point where people live, but there's limitless places to connect to from here in the world, no matter what you want to have us bring in for you to read or what you want to learn. And we really have become a lifelong learning center of the community for people to come and gather and meet, take classes, do research on the computers, a whole variety of activities. One of the ways that we're able to bring programming to the community for either no cost or very low cost is we partner with other groups in the community. So we partner with Search and Rescue, McBride Career Group, Literacy for Life, and other groups that come in and run a lot of our programs. Search and Rescue run Lost in the Woods or Adventure Smart. Literacy for Life run our preschool literacy programs. McBride does career counseling here as well as classes on things like how to write a resume or how to do a good interview. We also have just individuals in the community that come in and run classes, so we're able to offer some kind of more offbeat things like how to make a really great pie, how to do cryptic crosswords, yoga every week. We have Dogtooth Mountain Film Group screen movies here once a month. We also have some groups that meet here, so we have the Library Book Club, we have people who come to play Scrabble one night a week, a craft group that meets Wednesday night, another one that meets Friday morning. Things that you wouldn't typically think you could do in a library, we certainly do them here.
My name is Palma Hemming, and I'm the art coordinator at the Sheep River Library. What I am responsible for doing is making sure the library has artists that will display their work all around the room. It's a great opportunity for artists to display at no cost, and it also brings the art to the community. We try to have the artists change every month. That way we get variety in the library. I think it's important to get as many different styles in here as we can for the public to view. The art is available for viewing anytime the library is open. The public can simply come into the library, and if the door is open in the gallery rooms, they can certainly come in and look. We'd like to encourage artists to contact us at the library to display your work. We are always putting more artists on the list. The library is a perfect venue. With all the research that can go on at the library, people can also enjoy the art that's being displayed. So I think it's incredibly important to the community as well as to the artists themselves.
How we feel about the library, I think, is kind of atypical from what people traditionally would think of a library. It's a place where you have to be quiet, there's all these rules, you can and cannot do things, you shouldn't touch stuff, and that is so not the feeling here. There's times when it's nice for the library to be quiet, but most of the time it's quite noisy and loud with kids coming in and doing stuff and people asking questions. The living room of the community is the feel that this place has, and that how you would feel sitting in your living room with, the TV's on and there's people talking and there's engagement happening is really what happens here at the library. Access to most of the stuff in the library is free. Computer usage, if you just want to come in here and sit and read a magazine. The only thing you have to pay for is a library card so that you can remove stuff from the library. A membership to the library is $10 for a single person or $20 for a family for a year. It's cheaper than buying a large paperback book these days. We're also connected to 150 other libraries in Alberta. So anything that those libraries have, we can bring in for you. You can put a hold on it and it will get delivered here and you can come pick it up. But beyond that, we're actually connected to pretty much any library in the world. So if there's some very, very obscure book that you want or an article, we can pretty much find anything anywhere in the world that people want, and you can have access to it right here. Along with the great spaces we have in the library, such as the fireplace area, the children's area, the magazines, we have the big wooden table where kids play board games or you can read the newspaper there. We also have meeting room space. So we have 4 meeting rooms that can be rented by community groups to have their meetings in, or if they want to run a class or have a board meeting, they're available for rental to the public for profit and non-profit groups. We also have teleconferencing equipment in one of those rooms, so you can connect with someone who's at another library. All of this is available for public use. The mission of the Sheep River Library is to enhance our communities by providing resources for lifelong learning. So it's a little bit of a transition from people thinking of the library as a book deposit or a book exchange to being a lifelong learning center. We see the materials that we have here for people to take out as really tools for learning. We have several goals at the moment. One of them is to increase the number of partnerships of groups that we work with to deliver programming, to provide technology that's very current, to always be keeping up with what's new with computers. We also have a goal to try and communicate as well as possible everything that is happening here with the people in the community. One of our primary goals is to have a collection that meets the needs of the people who live here, keeping in mind that there are particular things about our community that are different from another community. We have strong quilting section in our non-fiction books because we have so many quilt guilds in the area and a lot of them donate books. Also, the whole cowboy culture, ranching, is a very big part of our population. And as other things become more popular, such as green energy, solar power, we build our collection up to kind of meet the need of what people are wanting. We're certainly not sitting in this brand new building thinking, well, we're done now. Our goal is actually to be the best rural library in Alberta. So if you've never been into our beautiful library, you are welcome anytime. We love to see people who've never been in. We love to give you tours and show people around and show you what we have here for you. And I'm sure we will find something to meet your need.